Hello, hello. I should have my stream open before I do a voice test. Hello, hello. Oh, we caught up to it anyways. I should have my stream open before I do a voice test. Okay. Hey. It is currently 8:37 p.m. Sunday, July 23rd, 2023, and this is Viewfinder, new-ish game. I think it came out, I don't know, a few days ago or something. It's something that
Great. We're in. Time to explore.
Okay, hi Jesse. This is something that I saw the initial. I don't know where. I think I saw it on Twitter first. Someone had like a clip posted when it was in development, and it looked very, very, very interesting. The kind of concept of this game. That I saw like an official sort of trailer for it at some sort of game event. I don't know if it was E3 or it might have been after E3. Kind of took a dive for the worst, and it was like a Jeff Keighley's event or something. But yeah, I didn't know this actually came out until I saw Vinesauce play it. Vinesauce had a clip post that was very controversial because he muted the Jesse person, the narrator. But okay, so we're in. I don't know if there's like a story here or what. I just know that the actual gameplay itself is very intriguing to me. So I can't wait to hop in and see how this goes. So we're in. It kind of starts you off in the world here. Okay, I can jump. Whoa. Does that rewind? Oh yeah, it is, okay. So it's kind of like a Life is Strange type system too, where we can correct our mistakes up to a certain extent if we have done something that we've deemed not ideal. So we can interact with the logograph.
To think all the wonders of the world can be dabbled with as long as you build the right space. Whether Hiraya wants to admit it or not, Mirren is truly brilliant. Now, how do I get out of here?
Okay, Mirren, Hiraya, and who are you?
All the wonders of the world can be dabbled with as
So we got four
long
characters.
as you build the right space.
This is Aharon.
Whether Hiraya wants to admit it or not, Mirren is truly brilliant.
Okay, Mirren
Now, how do I get out of here?
is brilliant. Maybe did something. Hiraya is a doubter. Aharon is in here, and Jesse is our narrator.
Space. Whether Hiraya wants to admit it or not, Mirren is truly brilliant.
I need to
How do I get out of here?
make some notes. Yeah, real quick, just to try to keep track of the characters. Aharon. No, not Sharon. Stop autocorrecting. Aharon. Voice recording in starter house. I gotta go back. What?
To think all the wonders of the world can be dabbled with as long as you build the right space. Whether Hiraya wants to admit it or not,
Mirren
is truly brilliant. Now, how do I get out of here?
Brilliant. Marion is brilliant. Hiraya. Not Ras, Hiraya. Doubter of Marin brilliance. Jesse. Narrator. Okay. I got some names written down. We'll edit that and adjust it as we see fit. What else do I have? Triggers, do nothing. Is there a crouch? No, that's the rewind. I don't think there's a crouch, but we can jump. Okay. Visually...
What is this place?
Oh no.
I've never seen this much overgrowth before. It's beautiful. Is this what it used to look like? The world?
What it used to look like? Okay, there's something going on here. I need to try to pay attention to the story. Visually, it's kind of giving me like a little bit more of a detailed human fall flat type look. never a bad thing. Recording here.
It's hard not to just sit here and take in the view. The breeze, the sunlight. It feels real, and that's enough for me.
Okay. So we're in a simulation of some sort. Aharon was here before us and left these voice recordings. And this type of world, maybe like with vegetation, blue sky, all that is not something that the is not something that's very common or even a thing at all in the world we come from. But what's my purpose here? Why was I sent here?
Whoa, you okay?
Yep.
Your vitals look good. I guess we know now that falling doesn't hurt. That's some good news, at least.
Yeah.
There must be a way to get back up there.
Well, I just want to look around first. Someone's down here painting. Yeah, people are painting down here, too. I guess I should rewind before I end up spending too much time down here and I can't get out. I don't know if that's like a soft lock type situation or what.
Oh, you're what? That's sick.
Yeah. Okay.
Couldn't resist trying it again. Let's try another way for now.
Agreed. Do they all do that? No, they don't.
What's an old photograph doing here?
Ooh, this is what I saw, I think. Okay. Chocolate bar.
Can you do something with it?
I can't. I completely forgot about that bridge. Is this one good? This one's fine. It's just that one. That's weird. So hold to aim and then press this. So yeah. So here's the gimmick of the game. Okay. Well, not the gimmick. The whole concept of the game. So we got this photo here. So we can hold it up. You know, put it up in front of us. Look around with it, and when I want to press the trigger here, oops. Yeah.
Hang on, did you just shift reality?
I did. And I'm not gonna mute you for it. Welcome. Thank you.
A teleporter!
Is that what that is? How do you know? I can teleport.
Glad you made it in one piece.
Whoa. Okay. Teleporting needs to be powered. So I can pick up the battery. And do what with it? Oops. Oh, I need 2 more batteries, I think. Is that what it is? So pick up the battery. Yeah, so okay. It's not enough batteries. That's what's going on here. Okay, so we gotta find the other batteries. A lot of painting going on here. Did we send some artists this way? Or is that just how the world naturally is? I still don't know what the deal with this world is. Like, was this built, or is it sort of like a backrooms type situation where it was just always there? Or what?
It's almost working. Looks like we need one more.
Yep, one more. Oh, here. Another audio.
No, you know I cannot stand these types of activities.
Hiraya, my love, please, hold still.
What do I even do with my hands?
Just relax them and try to smile.
New lore just dropped?
A portrait in a digital landscape. Tell me, is this technically traditional or digital?
Enough questions. Stop moving. Smile.
Is there lovebirds of some sort? Hang on. I'm trying to update my lore. Okay. Oh, what's this say? It's so quiet here. Alright, so we just point, and I'm gonna try and do something a little twisted with it. I'm gonna make it go down. Oops. Whoa! Bit of a slope. Here's our last battery. You can't pick up objects beneath you. There's a lot to be read into that, I think. There, oops. And jump. Well, that's not good. Okay, I think we might have trapped ourselves by putting it down. We need to, make it straight enough to get out with. So, there we go. So these are like captures of the world. Yeah, because this is a photo of this place here. It's a direct copy of that. But there was a battery there. So there was a battery in the picture too. Aha! I see, I see, I see. Teleporter's powered up and let's go. Okay, this game's actually sick. Got a photo here. No teleporter, but we'll see what this photo does for us. It's upside down? Oh, we can rotate it. Okay. Oh, ooh. There we go. And what is this? Because we don't have the, we only need one battery. Oh god, even the back drop gets it too. So we want it to kind of be like this. Feels wrong to take the color out of this world. Is everything going to be gray by the end of it? Oops.
Hey, there we go.
Okay, I don't know what the lock means.
Whoa, this place definitely feels different than what we've seen so far.
I guess
It
so.
looks like someone really settled here.
So what people have made it like so far.
It's really nice. I wish I could be in there with you. Okay, what's next?
So do you have to be outside? You're like the controller or what? Is it like a Homestuck situation where like one person is the host and the other person's the client and the player or something? But in that case we could do it like, you know, tit for tat. Like you can go in and then I can be your narrator. But
This must be the next stage. Let's go!
wait, already? Hang on, I gotta go look around first. So Jesse was saying that someone settled here, but what's this then?
It must be a security measure. A structured path we have to follow. Well, let's find the next working one.
Okay. Yeah, today's stream was actually, there's one of two things it could have been. This, if it was available via the PlayStation Store, which it is. Or if this wasn't on the PlayStation Store, it was only PC, then I would have done Fall Guys as an NPC. But yeah. So that's revisit levels. Oh, is this like a hub or something? Just looking for any like audio recordings that might have been left here. We got like a few locked terminals, it seems. Oh. think there's only one thing to do, and that's to head to that one working terminal. Okay, oops. Right here. Is there? Wait. Ooh, wait. I wonder. Oh, no, okay. Okay. I guess they didn't plan for that, did they? Alright. What's next? God, why would you paint a pillow? Is that a pillow or is that like a sack of flour or something? Potato sack. I thought it was a pillow at first. That would be like really weird to sleep. Yeah, because you know how paint feels when it's dried. It's like all... Ugh. And you'd eventually chip it off. Oh, yeah. So here's our photo of the day. And I guess we can... Oh, ooh.
Follow the gray brick road.
Goodbye, Grey Brick Road. This is a door. So where there is a gate, there is now a door. A tight squeeze. What's this? Okay, there we go. Hello? The audio recording.
I need to understand. This place, beautiful as it is, carries so much weight. There is promise here. Promise of a future we can surely achieve. Even now, I'm striving to reach heights I never thought possible. All that I hope is that everything we do here continues to have meaning out there as well. For our sake. For Mirren's sake.
I'm not a believer in,
Maybe there's a surface you can use to climb up there.
I'm not a believer in, society escaping to, a virtual realm to live permanently. A virtual realm is just that, just a virtual realm. It's an escape. You can visit there sometimes to have fun, but to be there permanently is like, bridging the gap. How lovely. So is there some stillness to, the photos? I guess it's like, it's a photo, so it's frozen in time. So, you know, if there was flowing water or a breeze... Hey, there's a cat there. Wait, I wanna visit the cat. So if there's some, you know, breezy clouds or something... You know, that would be frozen if you placed them in the photograph. Hello, kitty. That's nice. Do I have to undo my petting you? I want to. I hope my pets can transcend time. I would like you to remain petted forever. I think I'm undoing it all. I'm sorry, cat. No, I was trying to figure out a way to, like, make it happen both ways, but I don't think there is. Oops. There we go. Is that too steep? No, it's fine. Alright, let's move on. What's in there, I wonder? Can I get in? there's one. So we need to make an entrance of some sort through that. Huh? What's this? A treasure in the making. Oh. Yo. Okay. That's two. I'm guessing the third one's probably gonna be through here. But you know, let's just make it like a very small sort of entrance to not. We may have erased the battery from existence. So let's undo this one. Actually, I think the best way would probably be to like cut a corner. Just sort of like this. Yeah, so you just cut a little corner piece off. And you can... Oh, not quite big enough. Yeah, it's just a little snippety snap. There we go. Oops.
It's alive. It's alive.
What?
Yeah, too much? Yeah, cool.
A little too much. A mental break or something. This one we'll just do is like, you know what, we'll get rid of the sun. Nice, beautiful night sky. Okay, let's move on. What is everyone eating? What is that? It looks like a raisin, but it's too big to be a raisin. I guess we need to get across there. Is that a cat I can pet? Okay, we definitely need to get across there. Okay, this game is actually really cool. Ducky 1. Wait, what? I gotta collect ducks? Alright, let's see. I've been working on a series of paintings, one to represent each of us. It's a great way to document history. Haraya has been rather shy about it, and Mirren has avoided the conversation altogether. I have to look to Chi Lung, another character. Let's see. Chi Lung or Chai, maybe? Support. He promised to help, but only if I beat him in Mahjong. Oh, I could have done that. Which is entirely unfair. Hopefully with the help of a cute kitty, I might be able to cheat. Sometimes being a little devious is okay, especially if it's for the greater good, like art. Mirren prefers cooler tones for her workspace. Find a better gradient, however you pronounce it. I think it's gradient, but I always said gradient. Now what's this? We'll use this to get across. But we don't want to erase the thing either. Oh, actually, wait. I don't think this is gonna be the direct path over. This is gonna be like. Well, maybe we gotta build. Maybe we gotta like branch off paths. We gotta do a zigzaggy type thing. So we'll just stick you here like so. Grab you.
Oh, that's unusual. So the photo is acting a bit weird.
Okay, yeah, we'll try to get a move on here. I think we're...
It's difficult to... Can you hear me?
Yep. 1 second. What? Oh.
Welcome back. A little too soon for my liking, but happy to have you.
Okay.
Seems like the simulation had some difficulty maintaining itself. We might need to reroute our power sources to keep it running.
I want to see you.
But that's what we get for messing with old tech. Don't worry, love. We'll get it sorted, and then it's off to the races with you.
Oxygen levels. Well, that's never good that we gotta monitor that. Let's see. Lab pictograms. I can't read any of that.
Who knew it'd be this tricky to get ancient tech back in working order?
Ancient?
Just look at all this junk lying around.
Man, that's pretty ancient, but...
Don't be cruel, Jesse. These
That
people
is
were
a huge
trailblazers.
coffee.
We could find a real tree of life in there.
Was that
Or is it more
XXL?
accurate to call it a lightning rod? Well, either way, one thing's clear. The weather disruptor really might be the game changer we need.
Okay. Is this what's powering this thing? What do we got here? Weather disruptor. Notes and old articles are loaded to a machine that could impact the weather. Blueprints might be in the simulation. Our world, the red world. What is that? Hang on. That's what I want to see. Can I... Dr. Hawthorne's recent findings showcase that cell composition... Cell... with an S? Cell composition in relation to rationed oxygen levels might be the solution to bringing back flora and foliage in our red world. Recent generations have grown up without ever experiencing the towering bark of a tree, the soft fluttering of leaves, or the sound of wind rushing through tall grass. Dr. Hawthorne proposes that the key to bringing us back to a time long lost is a focus on weather conditions and long attentive upkeep, though her work is in its early stages. The Department of Health and Atmospheric Conditions have promised funding for her and her graduate research students to continue their study. Perhaps green won't be such a rare color anymore. Oxygen rates continue to fluctuate as a new wave of industry expansion begins. With the growing industrial expansion, sky rises continue to pierce the red clouds above with no sign of rain in sight. Oxygen levels continue to fluctuate drastically, and citizens are required to continue regular upkeep of indoor oxygen monitors. The recommended values for oxygen saturation are listed below. When exiting insulation, please regard personal oxygen levels. If assistance is required, contact the Department of Health and Atmospheric Conditions for further assistance. Dr. Maris Morrison and associates studied the climate and its potential via simulation. Okay, so a bunch of like college grads funded by the government to... Holy crap. Oh, this is the red planet right here. Holy! What the heck? I didn't think we'd actually see this. I thought it would just kind of be alluded to. Like, I was piecing it together a little bit myself, but... What's this? Ah, yeah. Gotta keep them hands clean. Oh, do I gotta do something here? Errors. Okay, we'll turn those off for now, I guess, if they're bugging out. That's not good. You should be checking on this. What do you mean? Why are you just crossing it out? You good up there? Oxygen levels are good. What the heck, man? This is like New York City a month ago. What am I doing here? Do I gotta turn everything off? Oh. Okay, everything's off. And you're just in pitch blackness. It's a freeway. Is there traffic? I hear sirens. I wonder what the crime rate's like here. Oh, we had to restart the entire thing. Console main. Why is it written like that? Con3. Okay.
Nice work. Looks like we're back online. Ready when you are.
Hang on, I gotta add Dr. Hawthorne? Ooh. Dr. Hawthorne. Dr. Hawthorne. Head of research. I think Mirren is also a researcher. What does Mirren say here? Dr. Mirren. Let's just, I'll do a full name. Dr. Mirren Morrison. Double R. Brilliant researcher. Okay. I'm gonna keep up with the character's lore here. So we're good to go back in the simulation. What's my name? Am I just me? Okay. And we're back.
Just as
Oh, we're back in
stunning
the
as I
hub.
remember it. Let's get our bearings and find where we left off.
I gotta do all that again? Fine, I guess. Oh, I was just right here. It wasn't that far. I thought I did multiple levels. Okay. So... I'll try this again, just without... using so much of it, I guess. We gotta try to line it up, don't we, to hop to it.
Photos are back to normal too.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
We don't have to be
Should be
conservative with it.
smooth sailing from here. Hopefully.
Yeah, don't jinx us. Can I make that? I can make that. Yeah. What does it say? Stop messing with the teleporter. You made it. It's not that difficult. Who's leaving these notes for each other? Whoops. Can I leave notes too? I lost my photo. Okay, well here's something interesting now that I just thought of. Jesse was very much stunned at the contents of this simulation. What was in here, what we could do with it. Yet there's been people here before, prior to us. Like...
Close your eyes.
I
Aharon.
don't know if I
And
should.
Hira.
Is this
Hiraya.
payback for making you mix new soil compositions all day?
Please, Hiraya, have you ever known me
Hiraya.
to be the vengeful sort?
Okay, sige.
See, these people have been here before us, but clearly Jesse and myself have not been here or known anything about this place. So what happened to... Oh no, drawing? Why can we just, like, erase this chunk of easel?
Oh, it's marvelous. Ang ganda.
Okay, how does
See?
that work?
I told you.
That's interesting. So you can leave it in drawings. This will be nice to walk down. Ooh. There's like a bee swarm somewhere. Oh no. Okay. I'll leave that up and open. What are these walking sounds? Dong ding, dong ding.
I found it. Now this was a funny one. Not your usual style.
You could say I was stretching my creative muscles.
Okay, so these are all drawings that they're making, recordings they're talking, they're leaving about. Oh no. Is this gonna be like a Hiraya drawing? Maybe? I can open the door. Open the door. Whoa. This is like a video game. Let's line it up nicely. Oh god. Ugh. Oh lord.
Your mind is limitless. This was fun.
Few things make me happier than when you say that here.
So these two went in together. Did they have a host though? Like someone that was overseeing them? How does this work? We pull this down. Yeah. Drops the drawbridge. Ching. The one clear object. It's time to go. Oh, I beat it. Cool. So another terminal must be unlocked here now. This one wasn't here before. Or it was here, but it wasn't open before. What time is it? 9:15? 10:30. I got to go watch Walking Dead, but we got a bit of time here yet. Some photos here.
Is that? Oh, it must be. A photocopier. I'll test it out.
Okay, we gotta put a photo in it. So what do we want to copy? These have batteries in them? Let's go, let's find a battery. Okay, that's nothing. Put that back. You can like stick it here, that's just like whatever. Bit of fauna to admire. Street light. Yeah.
Ever since that argument, Hiraya has seemed rather down. I know she means well, but Mirren pushed it too far. There must be something I can do to cheer Hiraya up. Maybe design a new possible flower. Oh, that would be lovely. We can sketch it together over some tea.
I don't know, which photo do I want to photocopy? Oh! Maybe this one. The one with the battery in it. Alright, and a 1 and a 2. So I guess photocopies, like, we can just make those indefinitely. Probably want to use the original copy, otherwise it's just going to get more and more corrupted, I guess. Stairway to Heaven.
On second thought, why don't I write this one down?
What? Okay, so there's trouble in paradise for these two. They were living happy together. Hiraya had an argument with Mirren over something. Oh, there's a duck. Didn't realize what I was looking at. Now, Hiraya's down. He seems down over Hiraya. And, yeah. Is there a battery, or what is this? Oh, we just need to photocopy it, I guess. So we got a, what do we have? Oh, that's no good. Undo that. Okay, what am I trying to do here? Oh! Ooh! Ooh! Didn't even think about that. Okay. Water doesn't need to have a smell. I couldn't stop thinking about this while watching Hiraya tend to her plants today. There's an addictive quality to this place that makes up for the inaccuracies that surround us when we come here. Out of thin air we create beauty that tickles some, but not all of our senses. Strictly speaking, the code we create is a technical marvel, and designing new structures thrills me like nothing else. But the novelty of it all makes it too easy to forget what a real flower smells like. And I don't want to forget. It's fair. So where does it go from here? Kitty. No. On a scale. Pet the cat. Okay. Let's rewind, because I don't know what I'm doing here right now. So we get our photo back. Where am I going? Oh, what the heck? Oh! Didn't even see that. Wait, what? So... Okay, let's make another photocopy. I think we're gonna need a couple of these bad boys here. Oh, we only have a limited amount. How many can I... This whole bunch? Alright, that's as much as we can have, so... Let's have this be the real one. We'll Oh wait, we can just do this. Never mind, I didn't need any of these. We got it. We're good.
I wonder what else is in... No, what's that? That looks interesting. Let's check it out.
It's called a monorail. Ooh, we're back home? Oh yeah, we are. I'm not home, we're back in the hub. Where's it to? Oh, right there.
I must admit, I'm surprised you made it this far. It's been a while since someone's wandered around this place, and it's good to have you. Shall we continue onward? The train will take us to Haraya's station, a place where science and art meet nature.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second. Kate? Omnipresent cat of the simulation world. This is getting a little bit freaky. Alright. Make safety your habit. Wheelchair accessible, that's nice. Ascend. Okay. Current location. Oh, there's multiple hubs. Oh, I see. So, oh, there's my ducks. What about this one? This is an optional challenge. Okay, okay. We nearly missed this. Optional challenge. Let's go. I want to eat some of these chocolate bars. What do we got here? A tunnel of some sort. Oh. Let's check a look. Oh. I see. Had to be more like this. There we go. Oh yeah? That table has a photo on it. Is there a rubber duck up there? Is there a rubber duck? No, that one has a photo on it too. What's what? Let's, ooh. A line photo? Oh, that just puts it straight. Okay. Let's do it like that, so we can kind of see what that is. Oh, I just made a maze? What? Oh. Oh, there's a duck. Come on, duck. Oh, wait. We can get that photo. We walk along the top here. Oh. Aha! Okay, cool. Let's, do this way. Some solar panel technology. Go green. It's the same photo. Wait, what? I guess we'll try this. See what that does for us. Not a whole lot, apparently. Wait. What's that? That's nothing. Okay, what am I trying to do? That's there. Oh, we just make another one of these, and then get the photo from... Okay. So was it this? No, that's the maze. I'm gonna just turn the maze upside down. What does that do for me? Not a whole lot. Why did the music just cut out? Okay, let's bring that back. In fact, let's go back to this one. And we'll go for the not maze one. Right, so it's around the corner. Like so. Yes. And... Oh. Okay. Let me get around here. Sit. We'll take a little detour before we, on there. For what purpose? Sure, let's try something here. I feel like at some point there's gonna be something hidden below one of these things. Maybe not this one though. Double tap to remind of the last marker. Okay. What's the point of this then? Why'd they give us this? What am I missing here? I'm not sure. I can always revisit this later if I missed something, I guess.
I wonder what else is in... No, what's that? That looks interesting. Let's check it out.
Okay, well we got our third duck, which is fine. So now we can check out the monorail. Where's the cat? Oh, there it is. Hello.
There's plenty of things to do here. Have you finished exploring? The train will take us to Haraya's station, a place where science and art meet nature.
Alright, let's go. Go to... Hub completed. This is Aharon's spots. This is Haraya. That's someone, okay.
Aran was a brilliant designer. All the lovely artistic elements you see are all thanks to his handiwork.
Okay.
Though his colleagues were just as amazing in their own
Ooh.
right. Their work was always set to change the world. Or so they said. Often.
Wait, what? Where did the tunnel come from? Can I rewind? No, I can't.
I'm Kate, by the way. An artificial record keeper developed by Mirren to maintain this place.
Oh,
I'll
Mirren
be here
made
to
it.
assist you in any way that I can. And I look forward to seeing what wonders you discover.
Okay, let me, while we're arriving here at the station, I'll update that. Kate was made by Mirren. Alright. Can I pet you? No, I can't.
Glad to find out that's how they got around.
Yeah, via monorails.
Is that a tree?
It's a little blue. But yeah, it's a tree.
These are sick! Wonder if the founder here knew how to rock. Yeah, where's my applause?
Okay. Pink fish. The floor. Oh, pfft. Pink Floyd, the wall. What's that? Dried mangoes. Is mangoes plural
This
still
must
with an
be
E?
the next set.
Oh yeah, one
Maybe
second.
we'll find out more about the work being done in this area.
To the gardener, it seems. Is that her? Shouldn't leave that out on the table. Well, didn't they get? Well, I don't know about this world. Do things go bad here? Does food go bad? It's not real food though. That's the thing. You're not getting any actual nutrients or sustenance in your physical body in the physical realm. You're just kind of your brain is being tricked into thinking that you're eating. Maybe you don't even taste anything. Well, that's a tree. Yeah, it's also weird. I don't know. I feel like I'm on an alien planet. Ah, that's a stinky flower. I know what that is. Why do you have that? Ugh. Well, apparently you can't smell anything here, but it's a blessing. You don't want to smell that. I know what that is. That smells like dead bodies. Okay, before I do this next level, I'm gonna go get a drink of water. BRB 1 second. And I'm back. So let's head on into Haraya's first world. So she likes music, nature, food, and I guess art too. Well, maybe not so much. We'll see. I'll never take the art of walking into your work for granted. Whoa. What the heck? Oh, that was sick, yo. Wait. I gotta do that again. Okay. Ooh. Alright, so, yeah, you know. A piece of this here, a piece of that there. Yeah, doesn't do much now. A couple pieces here. You line it all up. Oh, oh man. Let me go around the side here. Is there a duck? No. Oh, wait. Okay, got another one here.
Nice one. Huh? That's weird. Sorry, the simulation is really foggy on my end.
Oh, we're about to crash. Oh, we're about to phase this into existence from above. Hello, buddy. Okay, one second. I'm gonna take a sip here. Hello?
Oh, thank God, you answered. It's me. I don't know how it happened, but somehow I lost direct communication with you. Live comms don't seem to be working where you are. That should be fine, though. We can talk using this method, as long as you pick up. I'll try to leave voicemails if you can't. I've been monitoring your vitals in the system, so I'll keep you posted as you wander along. Good luck in there.
Okay. Can't use that.
These are interesting experiments, and I like that they're reliant on creativity. There's a lot of creativity in nature. Unexplainable things that uproot themselves and find purchase. I'll make sure to keep an eye out and see how this experiment might blossom.
Show diagram 121 see to Aharon. He'll laugh hard enough to wet himself. So I'm collecting bananas now, or magnets? I got a photo here. Some empty space, but if we just cut a little corner off here, there we go. We're about to phase something else into existence. What's this? All it takes is one seed. A little bit more than that. You gotta water it and the upkeep and everything. Climate has to be right. What do we got up here? Can I make that? I might be able to make that actually. Yo! Oh, I did! Sick. That's where I answer the phone. Anything to do up here? Besides just like brag that I did it? I don't think so. Let's phase you into existence. Right here. Yeah. Next up. Ooh. What? Should I have cut this wall out? Oh, maybe. Okay. There we go. Like so. Right here. The wall out of the way, we can properly line ourselves up. And there we go. Oh, we already saw that. So let's do it.
Seeing you walk around this place brings back memories.
How long ago? Oh, I don't like the red.
At some point, we must realize that what we build with our hands is not enough. But to truly bring something to life, we must breathe life into it ourselves. There is no life in calculations on a board or in numbers on a screen. But there's life in our hands. The way we hold, the way we care.
No, I disagree. There's an entire world in your mind.
But doesn't two pair beat three of a kind?
Not in 5-card draw.
Nor in Texas Hold'em.
There are no Texans here. I fail to see why we should play by their rules.
It's more about statistical rarity than culture, I believe.
Yeah, you know, a mass thing. Just to speed. Who needs to bluff when you can count cards?
When you put it that way, I suppose I can see the appeal.
Listen here. I can't. I had 2 8s in my hand. Laid them down, pair of 8s. Right on, yeah? No, no, no. See. Right here. 3 of a kind. What kind of gobshite is that, huh? What is that gonna do? What is that gonna do in the world? I don't want, no. We'll do that out here where it doesn't affect a thing. Wait, wait. I want it to be like... Let's just back up a bit, maybe. Alright. So we got 5 and 5. If I hop down here. 7. 6. 5. Pair of fives. Read it and weep it. Don't care. One pair. We're golden. What do you got? Queen high. Dookie. What does this do? Oh, that's one of the 3 levers, I guess, we gotta pull. 2, 3. G, B. Is there something over here I missed?
Brilliant, isn't it?
What? Hey. What, are you talking to me from the painting? Always a pleasure to watch a master at work. Breathtaking. Paint me next. Thought-provoking. Right about here. There we go. And we're home. Next up on the list of wild, wacky places to visit. How did I get over there? I just walk. It looked like a mess to me, okay? It looked like clutter. Alright. Well, that's never good. Use a camera. Oh no. Oh, I know what this is now. Okay, this is like what I saw. My dreams are too practical and my plans are too dreamlike. Marin said as much to me as the other day when I joked that if the master hard drive goes up in smoke, we'll always have our memories if it doesn't take us along for the ride. Personally, I found my excellent double pun to be funny. She was not amused. It's just as well that there's no winning a game of words with her. A long time ago I learned that only results can make a certain type of person pay attention. Luckily the bio experiments are going better than expected. Soon I'll have interesting findings to share. Now if I can just stabilize my soil variables, the loop I've programmed might have a chance of crossing over into our world. Bio car. Okay, I read that right, I just don't know what biocar is. More vermiculite for this batch. Excellent growth. Move to phase 2. Planter with the others. Yeah, what is this? You look like you're in the zone, so I'll come back later. What the heck? What? So someone... It's like, oh, you're walking up to visit Haraya. Haraya's just here like... Blah, 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 blah. So you take a sticky note and you're like... Right there. Instead of just saying, I'll come back later. Okay. Can I take the camera? Oh, stairs. Oh, those cameras are locked in place. I want to keep the thing. Listen to.
I've been running these biochar experiments for a few days now. Every time I think I'll finally achieve the perfect soil composition and nutrition. As soon as I mimic future climate conditions, poof, my work falls apart. It's disheartening, but not enough to slow me down. There must be something I'm missing. Maybe I can talk to Mirin about it.
Is there something I'm missing? Like a magnet? Banana?
I believe their name is Melanie. Some of Araya's more playful work.
Okay. Have pet. Biochar case studies for Mirren. Note to self open with a pun. Okay. I guess there's no banana here, so we'll move along.
Be sure to catch my good side, alright?
Wait, do I spawn you in? What the heck? Why aren't you in the photo? What are you, a vampire? Whatever.
Excellent shot.
I'll stay on your good side. Because I fear you. What you're capable of. Oh, what is this? Specimen B, visible growth control. Specimen in no change. Metabolic. Flux conversion. Risky, but acetate synthesis is ideal. Low acetate levels. Specimen B stalled growth control. Specimen no change. Back to the drawing board. Increasing biochar doses to prep for restart. At risk, 2 extra doses needed, and watch for browning. Okay. I'm looking at the actual handwritten stuff, but if I can't read it, I'll look at the top stuff. Alright, what do we got here? Don't want to erase the actual stuff, so we'll do this. Kitty.
I feel like Ji Long might have a solution to this. Ay, ay, ay. This mess of my own making. He must know what Mirren has been working on. Squirreled away in her own little corner. Maybe I can find a way to help. That might put us back on good terms.
Okay.
Mending relationships often felt harder for Haraya than tending to her plans. I wonder why she always put in the effort despite that.
Because relationships are important. I get that you're an AI, but surely you can understand that that's important to humans. Orange magnet. So it's just general fruits we're looking for. It's a battery. What can I do with that? Oh. I'm gonna do this, Oh. You know what? You know what we can do? You know what we can flip and do?
That's quite the clever solution.
Yeah. There we go. Moving on.
I've been meaning to ask, what brought you here? To the simulation?
I don't know. I've been trying to figure that out myself.
Mind the company. On the contrary, really.
Yeah, you get pets because
I find you to be quite adventurous. And fun.
1 second. Okay, I'm back. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be a bit of a mess. Oh, why is it upside down? Okay. We already found the magnet here, so we don't need to worry about that. We can just kind of focus on the puzzles, I think. So there's... what?
Oh, I remember this. Araya once told me that there's power in nurturing something. I'm uncertain by what she meant, but you seem to have a handle on things.
Water and sunshine. Huh. Water, sunshine. Music. Sunshine. Water. Huh. Water. Sunshine. What does the music do? Doesn't make it grow, does it? Water. Oh. Whoa! I don't want to go that far back. Water. Sunshine. Music. Water. Sunshine. Music. Water. Sunshine. Music. Sunlight for you. What are you looking at? Yay. Does it grow any more than that? No. No. Water. No! Undo the music. Water. Sunshine. Bee. Bumblebee. Music. We don't water the bee, right? Do we? No? Yes? Sunshine. Music. And water. Sunshine. I don't do anything with the bee. Music. Water. Sunshine. Music. What am I doing? as good as it gets? Water. Sunshine. Music. Oh, this is as good as it gets. We'll leave it for now. Starts dying, we'll come back. No. Okay, what do we do with this now? Get in here with it. What's that do? It gives us a photo of a camera. Oh, I see. Yes. That's exactly it. Okay, cat's not there. I'm not gonna erase cat from existence. Good enough, whatever. Good flower? What's this? Oh, there's like tools back here. Cool. Alright. Done with that section. Any more parts are there to this?
I was being genuine earlier.
What?
I'd like to help you look. The Founders left plenty of records of their work here.
The Founders?
In case they were to ever come back. I wonder... Well, I hope it'll be of some use to you.
So who am I? Who is Jesse? If we're not associated with these people, we're not on the research team? This is the optional challenge. I didn't see a phone in that last level either. Need 2 batteries.
Uriah did leave in a hurry.
Why? What happened? Well, that's a battery. Can we photocopy it? What? Oh no!
Down the rabbit hole it goes.
There we go. I take 2 at the same time.
Couldn't have done it better myself.
We don't seem too bothered that there's like outsiders here. I feel like an experiment like this, they would want to make sure that it didn't get into the wrong hands, that, you know, outside influence didn't, you know, start tampering with the world. But you seem very much okay with me being here, which is a little odd. If I'm not associated at all with the original project. Hello?
Hey, you answered. I've been trying to look ahead, but the simulation is a bit of a maze. You're the only one that can navigate it. If I were to guess, though, what remains of all their research should be scattered around you. And if I were a delicate machine that could solve climate change, I'd be deep in a lab somewhere. Anyway, I'll do my best out here. Find that machine, all right? I'm cheering you on.
Thanks, Jesse.
A
Is
delicate
that what
machine.
she's been
Something to
working
do
on?
with climate.
How foolish can
Sounds
she be?
familiar.
I don't think it's foolish at all. Insanely ambitious. Sure.
You must tell her. You know that, right? This would be soul-crushing. Real bad. Not something even an artificial cat can improve.
I'll talk to her, but try having a little faith.
What did they find out about the cat? Oh wait, that's not good. Yeah. That's gonna be a bit of a conundrum, I think. Uh-huh. So, malfunctioning soil show chi lung. What's this? The problem isn't that my plants are dying, it's that they don't die without being told to do so. I wish that I could set foot in this place to find a dead flower awaiting my return. The results of my experiments live in the dozens of life archives, like archives, I've made here. I'm handing over all documentation of soil failures to Qilong so they can see the bigger picture. As usual, I fear my best work will only show itself in my conclusion. Qilong is my hope that this won't have to be the case. A world just isn't a world without cycles we can't control. Are you crying? Ooh. I get the picture. Oh, and I also understand what I gotta do here too. So we got to line this up. Battery comes in, but before we take the battery, we use our remaining photograph here to spawn in a second battery. Here. Yes, sir. Drop one here, do a little huppity-hoo over here. But I don't trust myself to come back, so I'll take the long way around. I don't see any magnets here, but I guess I should take a closer look before I go. Improved biofiltration designs. Thank you for sharing your soil sample code. Okay. Kitty. I don't think there's anything else here. Okay. Let's head on out. We're back. So can the monorail take me to the next station then, or what? Is that everything? Oh, I see. Am I done here? Besides the optional challenge? Oh yeah, look at that, it's unlocked. Okay, let's do the optional challenge then. I didn't see any magnet in that one. Not a single one. This is the optional one, right? Yeah. Okay, we're immediately sideways. Susie Sue would be proud, but you can't keep stealing all my rigger brushes. Sacrifices must be made to achieve the perfect anti-establishment eyeliner. Is Susie Sue a character? Do I have to write that down? Oh, here's one. Apple magnet. Alright, what do we got here? Photo of a big old wall. Oh, but you know what? I bet you if we turn it sideways... no, I know. Okay. Put it up here. We don't do that. We do not do that at all. We put it like here. So the camera is still in place. We come in and take a photo. Where? No, we don't do any of that actually. Let's back it up if we can. Let's try it like here. Let's do that. Maybe that's a wider range Actually kept for the, let's see. Yeah? No. It's a little bit cut off at the base. Okay, let's try it like here then, maybe. That should be good. But I'll... somewhere we can actually get to it. We can hop down. Here we go. Oh, that's the optional level.
These are sick.
Oh.
Wonder if the founder here knew how to rock. Yeah, where's my applause?
I already gave it to you. You did this. Is that magnets? I guess we got all three. There's only 3 per hub, right? Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna travel to the next one, the next hub, but I'm not gonna do any of the levels. I gotta hop off because Walking Dead is coming on very soon. But we'll take a little sneak peek at whose area we're going to. Chi Lung.
We're heading towards the workspace of a masterful engineer.
How do you say his name?
Xi Liang, much like the
Chi
others,
Liang.
settled in quickly here. The batteries, the teleporters, that's all thanks to his handiwork.
It's with a tech guy.
Though, he wouldn't accept the compliment directly.
I still didn't catch how we went through a tunnel. I didn't see where it came from.
I'm sure you'll find something useful here.
I was looking
One
straight
step
at it. I
closer
didn't
to
even pay
solving
attention.
the
Whoa.
impossible question. Right?
What's the impossible question? I don't... Okay? Is it the impossible question because I don't even know what the question is? This is music. Alright, mind the gap. You know, I was coming off the Statue of Liberty ferry in New York City. I, like, almost got my foot squashed between, like, the boat and the step or something. Like, it was, like, swaying back and forth, and I took a step and, like, it started to sway back, and my foot was, like, getting crushed in between, but I, like, pulled it back real quick. But I could feel, like, my foot starting to get crushed. That would not have been good. Filter select. Turn that fan on, it's like really hot here lately. What? Artificial information? I don't think that's what the I stands for. Oh yeah, intelligence there. AI. What's the I stand for? Information. Okay. It's the same poster. Danny boy, the pipes are dirty. You a bird keeper? You could sit on the pile of chairs, what the heck? Biscuits. What's this? Oh, Mahjong, okay. Mahjong. Alright, cool. There's a fitness guy, is he? Wait, why would you exercise in a simulation? You're not getting stronger in the real world. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's how we traverse the worlds. It's like a hole in the reality. Stairs go further up. To the tippity top.
I said my piece. Looking back, these last few sessions have been the most difficult. and the most fun I've had since I can remember. Every corner of this place is an expression of some dream one of us had. That's gotta be something, right? Kind of like a stored piece of memory. Just like Mirren's photographs.
Was that supposed to be Chi Leung? Chi Leung? Because it said Mirren. I think that's supposed to be Chi Leung. That's a bit of a mistake. Because they're not gonna... Mirren was an Irish lady. Not gonna be referring to herself in the third person with a substantially deeper voice since last we heard her. Maybe she was a pack-a-day smoker. Who knows? Oh, something that would bounce me. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off for now. But this game is very fun so far. I'm really enjoying it, and I can't wait to play some more. Very much enjoying this. Alright, so take care, have a good day. Bye-bye. I'll just save, right? Like, that just saves. I guess, I don't know. Yes. It'll save. Continue, okay. Alright. Have a good day, and see you later. Bye-bye.